What if you had the chance to tell your dog exactly how much you loved them? A Letter to My Dog was originally a book published in 2012, and now it's been re-released as a high-end magazine. It's full of beautiful letters and photos from everyday people, as well as celebrities like Kelly Osborne, Kristen Bell, Michael Strahan, and many more. And so joining us live via Skype is one of the contributors, Craig Rossi, and his dog, Fred. Welcome, guys.
Hey, thank you. Yeah. Good morning.
Looking adorable this morning. Craig, you and Fred, you met in a really unexpected place. Tell us a little bit about your story.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I found Fred in Afghanistan back in 2010. I was a U.S. Marine deployed to Helmand Province, and I was expecting a lot of things, throughout my time in Afghanistan. But it's definitely not the place or the time I thought I'd meet my first dog. Fred's actually my first dog, which is another kind of fun thing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, buddy.
And how did you know, how were you drawn to him other than his adorable little face?
Yeah, that's a great question. A lot of things really set him apart, not just from the other. There's a lot of stray dogs, unfortunately, and a lot of things really made him stand out from the other dogs in his environment in general, and just his demeanor, just his positivity and his smile and the way he kind of carried himself was really unique and really just kind of beautiful, considering where he was. And it's become this thing that I've started to call stubborn positivity, because it's the only thing I can really think to describe it. It's just this philosophy and this message really that Fred has shared with me. And now, through things like A Letter to My Dog and our social media and our own book, we get to share that message. He's being real squirmy. Come on, buddy. He wants to go outside real bad.
That's what dogs do. I've got a dog. I get it. We actually have a clip of your heartfelt letter, so let's take a listen to that.
Okay.
It is often said that dogs rescue their humans. I know that to be true. But in our case, it seems you weren't content with rescuing one person. Everyone who hears our story is forever impacted. There isn't enough jerky in the world to thank you for that. But I know all you want is to be near me. And that is all I've ever wanted to. I love you, buddy.
This is so sweet. I was almost tearing up this morning when I was watching this full video. I would urge all of our viewers to check out the full thing if they can. So I just wanted to ask, how did it feel for you to write this letter?
It was awesome. It definitely, and even just reading it, Fred makes me read it to him every night before bed now. And it still gets me, especially just thinking about where he started his life and now all of the things and all the places and all the amazing people and opportunities we get because of his story, and because of, the fact that it all boiled down to just the fact that he wagged his tail at me the first time I saw him. And that little thing, that little moment has made some big waves in my life, and now through all these opportunities and all these chances we get to tell our story, it's continued on, and that's just an amazing thing. So trying to boil that all down into a letter was challenging, but it was really fun too, and really rewarding.
Yeah, and what was it like, having Fred work with the photographer on this project, A Letter to My Dog?
Yeah, that was fun. That was really great. She took some amazing pictures of us, and Fred is very photogenic, even though he's a little squirmy today. But there's some really great pictures of him, and it's always fun to take a picture of him or see a picture of him, and then one of our travels, all these parks we go to and all these events we go to, and then think about where he started his life, and it makes it all the more significant when you think about the conditions and the chances that he really had in the beginning of his life.
And what's it like to be among all these different celebrities too in this book? What's that like?
That's great. I mean, for me, it's amazing to turn the pages of A Letter to My Dog and see, all these amazing celebrities, all these really accomplished people, and then see my dog, and me, and my dog is from Afghanistan, and it's just this really, if you had told me back in 2010 when Fred and I were, patrolling, through the villages of Helmand Province, that, someday we'd be on the same between the two covers as so many of these really influential and successful people, I would have just kind of laughed at you. That's just an amazing thing. So yeah, it's humbling. Yeah.
You guys have come so far.
Right.
You mentioned his favorite treat was jerky. Is that still his favorite thing? What else does Fred love these days?
He loves it all. He loves to travel, but he also loves to be at home. And we live in Maine, and he's loving the summer in Maine. He loves to chase every living critter under the sun, you know, and run on the beach. And then he loves to come home and take a nice long hound dog nap in the sun. And so yeah, he definitely knows how to take the best from every situation now that you know he's here.
Well, no doubt, both of your lives are better together. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with the Jam today.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we'll check out A Letter to My Dog. It's available on Amazon and bookshelves right now. For more photos and info, you can head to alettertomydog.com or check them out on Instagram.